Hello students, in our last biology session we had talked about epithelial tissue. In today's session we are going to discuss about the next animal tissue, that is connective tissue, and the types of connective tissue also. Connective tissue forms 30% of total body part. From the name only you can understand that connective tissue mainly connects different parts of our body. It is also known as joining tissue, as it joins various organs of the body. The space between the cells of the connective tissue is filled with matrix. So mainly the connective tissue comprises two parts, the cells and the matrix. Cells are suspended in the matrix. Sometimes this matrix may be liquid, gel-like, or sometimes it is solid. So according to the structure and function, connective tissue is classified into three types. You can see that chart. Already we have discussed it. Connective tissues, connective tissue proper, connective tissue, fluid connective tissue. It is also known as vascular tissue, and supporting connective tissue, that is also known as skeletal tissue. Connective tissue proper is of two types, loose and dense. Loose connective tissue proper is mainly areolar tissue and adipose tissue. Dense connective tissue is mainly ligaments and tendons. Now, vascular tissue or fluid connective tissue is again divided into two types, blood and lymph, and supporting connective tissue or skeletal connective tissue is divided into two types, cartilage and bone. So first we will talk about connective tissue proper. In an organ, it holds various tissues all together. According to your syllabus, we will discuss about the four types of connective tissue: areolar tissue, adipose tissue, tendons and ligaments. So first we are going to discuss about the areolar tissue. You can see the picture of the areolar tissue. It forms a continuous layer under the skin and fills up the spaces between organs and acts as packing material around the organs. So it forms a continuous layer under the skin by filling up spaces between the organs, where it acts as packing material to hold all the organs in proper place. Its function is to provide mechanical support, and also it helps in the movement to various organs and tissues. Here you can see the picture of areolar tissue where nucleus is present. It is mainly made up of collagen fibers. These are the collagen fibers, and elastic fibers are also present. Next, we are going to discuss about adipose tissue. The cells of adipose tissue are known as adipocytes. You can see here adipocyte. So these all yellow colored cells, circular yellow colored cells, you can see, these are named as adipocytes. So in that adipocyte cell, you can see lipid droplets. Main part of the adipocyte cell is formed by the lipid droplet or fat droplet, because the main function of adipose tissue is to store the fat in it. Okay, so fat is stored or lipid is stored in the adipocyte cell. Main part of this is filled up with lipid droplet. Nucleus is present and small amount of cytoplasm is also present. So this tissue mainly stores fat. Adipose tissue is found beneath the skin and between all internal organs. It acts as cushion in between the organs. Shock absorbing, acts as shock absorbing cushion around the important organs. So what are the functions of this adipose tissue? It is storage tissue because it stores the fat, and this fat can be stored as or for future use. When the body is in starvation condition, the body can use that stored fat. Already I have told that it forms a shock absorbing tissue around important organs. As it is present beneath the skin, it helps to give a proper shape to our body. It can give proper shape to our body, and also it forms insulating layer below the skin. Insulating layer means it can store the body heat inside our body. Now next we are going to discuss about tendon and ligament. So first, tendon. You can see this one is the tendon. Its main function is to connect bones to muscles. Here it is present in between muscle and bone, here in between. And ligaments are present in between two bones. It can connect two bones. So tendon is a fibrous connective tissue. These both are fibrous connective tissue. So tendon is a fibrous tissue containing white fibrous tissue. Tendon is made up of white fibrous tissue. It is having great strength and limited flexibility. Tendon is having great strength and limited flexibility. It joins muscle to bone. By that, it helps in the movement of bone by contraction and relaxation of muscles. So tendon can connect muscles to bones. By that, it helps in the movement of bones by contraction and relaxation of muscles. Next one is ligament. Ligament also is a fibrous connective tissue. It contains yellow fibrous tissue. Tendon contains white fibrous tissue and ligament contains yellow fibrous tissue. Ligament is having limited strength and high elasticity, just opposite to tendon. Tendon is having great strength, limited flexibility, but ligament is having limited strength, high elasticity or flexibility. It connects bone with another bone. You can see here it connects bone with another bone. In between it is present. It also helps in the movement. So students, today we had discussed about the connective tissue proper. In that we had talked about areolar tissue, adipose tissue, tendons and ligaments. Next class we will discuss about skeletal connective tissue and vascular connective tissue. Till then, bye and have a nice day, students.